This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Starting Sunday, get ready to shell out ₹1 more for the electricity we consume, but shopkeepers can rejoice they have ₹1 less to let go. More drinking water comes our way with the desalination plant in Minjur, which means pay less than 5 paise now for your metro water. Another year of disappointment strikes the farmers of Thanjavur. Release of water is delayed for by 45 days. Farmers want compensation. The young ladies of the city condemn the menace of trafficking in the city. Large numbers gather and ask for more stringent rules. Ahead of the Tri-Series in Dambula, BCCI rests the top guns. Will it cost them dearly? And he's a robo but striking a chord with the city's film buffs already. Rajini fans strong music stores for the tunes of Endiran.
We love Rajini!
Good evening and welcome to Headlines Now. I'm Evelyn Matthew. If the price rise and petrol hikes wasn't bad enough, well, you have to now cash in for your lights and power as well. All that's coming up in just a bit. A look at the stories making national headlines as well. Kalmadi rejects reports that money meant for Commonwealth Games had been channeled to a front company in the UK. Politicians and top cops were paid to get Sohrabuddin killed, says a key witness. The CID hands over papers to the CBI. Fresh protests in the Kashmir Valley after curfew is imposed. Protesters burned down a railway station in Sopore. Well, if you're living in Chennai, get ready to brace yourselves and let go of some more money from your wallet as well. The electricity charges are going to increase this August onwards. The Tamil Nadu Electricity Board has revised their tariff after 7 years in an effort to cut down on the deficits that they have been facing. As for the domestic consumers with a bi-monthly consumption exceeding around 600 units, they will have to now pay an additional ₹1 per unit. Private educational institutions too will have to face the same hike, while the government buildings and government-aided institutions will now be subjected to an increase of 50 paise per unit. But in a relief to small-time shopkeepers, they will now enjoy a reduction of ₹1 per unit if the bi-monthly consumption is less than 100 units. While the city has over 1.5 crore users, the TNEB says only over 50 lakh domestic users will be affected by the increase in these tariffs.
This is increase in tariff because the cost of the Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, cost of their operation has gone up tremendously. Their employee cost has gone up, power purchase cost has gone up, and their budget has been unbalanced for several years now. So this is partially restoring the financial health of the TNEB.
And the power hike has not gone down too well with the people. Here's what some of them had to say.
Price hike, present price hike, all public are suffering. But in Tamil Nadu, particularly in Tamil Nadu, the electricity price hike is somewhat problem to the public also. So the government of Tamil Nadu also should rethink to this in this issue.
நாங்க ஹவுஸ் வைஃபா இருக்கோம். ஏற்கனவே விலைவாசி உயர்வெல்லாம் நிறைய இருக்குது. இப்போ இந்த கரண்ட் இதுவும் போச்சுன்னா அதுலேயும் விலைவாசி உயர்த்துறீங்க. அது கொஞ்சம் பார்த்து எப்படி கட்டுப்படியாக ஒரு மாதிரி நம்ம அரசாங்கம் இது மாதிரி செஞ்சால் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்கும், கம்மியாக பண்ணுறோம்.
Well, the political parties too were not far behind in reacting. The PMK has been quick to react. They have demanded a rollback on the hike for domestic consumers. The founder of the party, Dr. Ramadas, called the power tariff a double shock for the people who've already witnessed hike in petrol diesel prices in the state. The party wants the TNEB to declare that there will be no more hike in tariffs for the consumers. He added that the TNEB must clarify that if the deficits faced by them were met, whether or not they will roll back the hike or continue. The left too has come out with reactions. They have been reacting in a similar way, in fact, calling this an added burden for the common man after the price rise and increased petrol diesel prices. Meanwhile, hoping to conserve all of that power and electricity, it's time to get ready for the 10-10-10 campaign by ex-Nora. That's all set to start soon this year. Hoping to spread the message of climate change, the campaign seeks to have the city's lights out for 10 minutes on the 10th of October from 10 p.m. And for this campaign, the mayor of Chennai will be the ambassador for the city, while M.K. Stalin's daughter-in-law will be the ambassador for the entire state.
விழிப்புணர்வை மக்களிடத்தில் ஏற்படுத்த வேண்டும், உருவாக்க வேண்டும். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியின் மூலமாக மக்கள் விழிப்படைய வேண்டும், இந்த நாடு விழிப்படைய வேண்டும் என்ற அந்த உணர்வோடு நடைபெறக்கூடிய நிகழ்ச்சி. என்னதான் ஒரு அரசாங்கம், அது மத்தியில் இருக்கக்கூடிய அரசாங்கமாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, அல்லது மாநிலத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய அரசாங்கமாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, திட்டங்களை தீட்டலாம், பல சட்டங்களை போடலாம், பல்வேறு சாதனைகளை உருவாக்கக்கூடிய வகையிலே அதற்காக ஆயிரக்கணக்கிலே கோடிக்கணக்கிலே நிதிகளை கூட ஒதுக்கலாம். ஆனால் அவைகளெல்லாம் முழுமையாக வெற்றி பெற வேண்டும் என்று சொன்னால் மக்கள் தரக்கூடிய ஒத்துழைப்பு முழுமையாக இருந்தால்தான் அதிலே நிச்சயமாக வெற்றியை காண முடியும்.
Well, although there's that little surge in prices, water may not be a problem in the city anymore. Supplying 100 million litres of potable water per day to the city, the new desalination plant at Minjur, which has been constructed at around 600 crore rupees, is functional today onwards after weeks of delay. Obviously, a great relief for a lot of us as it adds to the current supply of drinking water in the city and will result in less than 5 paise per litre as charge for the metro water. This will be the first of the 2 large desalination plants being set up in Chennai. The second facility will be coming up at Nemili near Mamalapuram. Well, it's time to say hello to the new Chief Electoral Officer of Tamil Nadu, Praveen Kumar. An IAS officer of the 1987 batch will hold charge for the next 5 years. Succeeding Naresh Gupta, the 49-year-old officer hails from Jharkhand and was the secretary in the State Finance Department. Kumar's appointment as Chief Electoral Officer comes at a time when the state is gearing up for the next crucial assembly elections in 2011. In a massive show of strength today at the Besanagar beach, residents of 14 fishing hamlets protested against the government's proposed elevated expressway project. Close to 2,000 residents from Besanagar and activists supporting the cause expressed their solidarity with the fisher folk. The fishermen said that their demands have fallen to deaf ears of the government. To support the cause, the fisher folk did not venture into the seas. And let's get you some very strong reactions from the fishing community and the residents of Besanagar.
முதல்ல வயிற்று அடிக்கிறாங்க, எங்களுக்கு வயிற்று பிழைப்பு அதுதான் மீன். எங்களுக்கு வீடு இல்லைனா கூட பரவாயில்ல, நாங்கள் சாப்பிடணும் அன்னாடம். அந்த பிழைப்பே எங்களுக்கு இல்லாத முதல் அந்த திட்டத்தை கொண்டாடுறாங்க. அந்த பிரிட்ஜி கட்ட ஆரம்பிச்சாங்கன்னா அந்த திட்டமே எங்களுக்கு மீன் பிடிக்கிற தொழிலே அரியோட ஒழிஞ்சு போடும். நாங்கள் எங்கே போய் மீன் பிடிப்போம், எங்கே போய் அடுத்த தொழில் எங்களால் செய்ய முடியாது. நாங்கள் தச்சரவோ கார்பெண்டரோ அந்த வேலையும் செய்ய முடியாது. ஒன்லி மீன் தொழில் தான் நாங்கள் செய்ய முடியும். அப்போ நாங்கள் எங்கள் கடலை எங்களுக்கு எங்கே வீடு கொடுக்குறாங்களோ அந்த கடலை எங்களுக்கு அங்கே கூட வச்சு சொல்லு, நாங்கள் அங்கே மீன் பிடிச்சி பழிச்சிக்கிறோம்.
I feel that, you know, from my house I could get a clear view of the beach. I used to walk down here at nights, you can still hear the waves lashing. And if the highway comes, you're going to lose all of that. It's going to be polluted, it's going to be filthy, and there's going to be sound of cars throughout the day. And I don't think that's really necessary. Because as a resident and someone who travels to other parts of the city, I can tell you that this isn't going to help the traffic jams in the city at all. It's going to cause further traffic jams down in Kotivakam, but it's going to do absolutely nothing to ease the traffic. It's only going to promote this exclusivity, you know, that people who have cars get to travel on fancy roads.
Well, there's bad news for the agriculture sector of the state as well. Paddy farmers in the Delta region of Tamil Nadu, the rice bowl of the state, are heading for a second consecutive crop failure and huge amounts of losses. Water from the Mettur reservoir, their lifeline, has been released quite late. Even Karnataka has started to release Tamil Nadu's share of water on the Kaveri, but it has not helped. Sam Daniel gets us this report from the fields.
The Mettur reservoir is open, but no cheer for farmers in Tamil Nadu. Poor rain in the Kaveri catchment area has delayed the release of water by 45 days. Any delay in this crop will ruin their next bumper paddy crop. So farmers have abandoned the short-term kuruvai crop in a whopping 73,000 hectares. It's a second consecutive failure for Somasundaram. The wedding plans for his daughters remain just a dream.
போன வருஷம் கல்யாணம் பண்ணலாம், போன வருஷமும் தண்ணி வரல. 2 வருஷமா ஒரு பொண்ணு கல்யாணம் பண்ணாமையும்.
For the past 2 Kuruvai seasons, Kaveri Delta farmers faced 1,000 crores loss.
While it's tough time for farmers in the rice bowl of Tamil Nadu, the state government is trying to downplay this.
அப்படியே இல்லைன்னா கூட இந்த 82.38 கன அடி தண்ணீர் வர்ற சம்பாவுக்கு போதுமானது.
Left with no option, farmers in the Delta region are demanding compensation from the state government. With camera person Chandran in Tanjavur, Sam Daniel, for Ndtv.
Well, a difficult life there for the farmers of Thanjavur. Now, it may be quite shocking to know that today women and children comprise a staggering 80% of the total number of people being trafficked every single year in our country. So, in a bid to sensitize the youngsters and the general public, students from city colleges raised slogans and awareness on trafficking of such people. Our reporter Lok Priya caught up with this group this morning. Take a look at this report.
Trafficking! Stop! Stop! Trafficking! Stop! Stop!
Braving the scorching heat, these youngsters participated in a rally for a cause that they believe needs urgent attention: trafficking of women. Organized by the Rotary Club of Women's Christian College, around 1,000 students from various city colleges marched along the Marina coast in support.
Trafficking against women is one issue which people hesitate to talk out in open. I think this kind of a rally will create awareness among people in the city.
Trafficking is not something that a country can be proud of. It's something very cheap, something totally detestable, and that, you know, we all have to stand up for our rights.
Women's welfare activists say Chennai is becoming a hub for women trafficking, and stringent rules need to be in place to stop the menace.
It is women's trafficking, whether it's mental health issues, I think gender plays a very substantial role, and abuse is something that's universal. So whatever the issue, I think all of us need to take a very concrete step and be aware of this other reality and not merely tuck it under the carpet.
No, it's a big problem, and many are lured into it, and the demand and supply, they always try to keep it up. There's a huge demand for women and girls to be trafficked.
Every year, thousands of women are trafficked in and out of India. By taking an oath of solidarity to beat this crime, these students have shown that the onus to bring change is on the youth. In Chennai, Lok Priya for Ndtv-Hindu.
Well, hopefully some campaigns like that should bring those numbers down. Now, if you're a gizmo geek or a gadget guru, there's every reason you should consider heading out to the heart of the city, to Nungambakkam that is, at the end of this bulletin at least. A treasure of deals await you at a city computer expo, as price is no longer pricey anymore. We get you the best bargains right here on Ndtv-Hindu.
It's a steal. Well, that's what you'll find yourself scream at the Computer Expo in Nungambakkam. The latest laptops in all shapes and sizes are on display, and the price tags are glittering bright.
Now, buying laptops is one decision that's made difficult by the price tag itself. Well, that's where products such as these come into the picture. With a small screen of 10.1 inches, let's not discount the features that this one HCL notebook has to offer. Quite a lot of them. Goodies. To start with, there's a 1 GB RAM, 160 GB hard disk, so there's quite a lot of space there. Moreover, it comes with inbuilt microphones and a webcam, so if you're looking for a small investment and big time returns, this is one product that you can bank on.
But there's stiff competition from other players. Acer has tried to pack the same configuration into a bigger platform, but size fails to impress over the lack of performance. Meanwhile, drawing from its experience, Compaq has tried to sweeten the deal by ramping up the configuration. A formidable Core 2 Duo processor powered by a 2 GB RAM and hard disk boasting of 320 GB of space packed within a 15.6-inch frame looks attractive at 29,900.
Now, if you're looking for size and for value of money, now this is one product that you definitely need to watch out for. Now a big screen is what it offers to you, is probably the USP 15.6 inch screen, but then don't go just by the looks, there's a whole lot more it offers. As a 320 GB hard disk, a whole lot of information, and to support that it carries a huge 3 GB RAM, which of course is expandable up to 8. So that again contributes towards the performance of the computer, and to more to that, it comes with the usual works of the webcam, of the DVD player, of the writer, so a whole lot of information and services that you can look forward to.
But there's little that comes closer to this cruiserweight, which in one great man's word, floats like a butterfly and stings the competition like a bee.
The star of the expo, the Asus EPC. Now, the name is unique, but the price tag will astonish you. A price tag of just 13,500 rupees. There's a lot that this humble-looking machine with a very humble price tag offers to its customers. To start up with, it comes with an operating system. I would again like to stress here, not a lot of machines offer operating systems, and this one offers a Windows XP, which, as humble as it may seem, definitely is a big support, definitely to the price tag. And to talk more about technicalities here, it comes with an Intel Atom processor, 1 GB RAM, 160 GB hard disk, a lot of things that it offers.
These latest gizmos are mobile and agile, so catch them while you can. In Chennai, with reporter Ashmit Kumar, Lokpriya for NDTV-Hindu.
Well, I guess it's still not too late to be heading out there. Now, still ahead on the bulletin, as the Men in Blue eye the next ODI series in Sri Lanka, the BCCI throws a surprise at them. Who's in, who's out this time? The Rajinikanth Rahman combo rocks Chennaiites once again. Indians tracks are selling like hotcakes in the city.